Hey, Fargo Truck TV episode 8, and we're going to actually drift away from the Fargo itself. Something else I do, I'm building a Dana 60 right now for a gentleman. The tools to do is to take a truck Dana 60, because they're very commonly used in trucks, and cut it down for your Mopar. Factory performance cars would come with a Dana due to its big strength. So what we do is, here we go. We got a Dana 60. This one is from a 3/4 ton Ford. This is actually a semi-float model. It has bearings in the end of it. And I'm going to cut this down. The things we do, we remove the shock mounts, because on the car they use a mount that's attached to the leaf spring brackets and the U-bolts. So this comes off. This will come off because it's on the wrong side. We'll weld new ones onto the right side with the correct pinion angle. I get my parts out of the States. Right stuff every time. Yeah. If you're in Canada and you need a Dana 60 made for you, I can make one and ship it to you. I have a few cores. I won't narrow them for a 4x4 on the front. I will not. I don't have the tools to do it for a Chevy, like with Chevy axles and bolts. I only have the tools to do it with Dodge flange ends and Dodge axles. Well, the fabricating part of it is done. What we've done is we've taken it and completely cut all the factory spring perches and shock mounts off. So that's all gone. The tubes ground so that they can be welded on and repainted and so on. Now we've got a tool in here. You can see there's pucks in place of the bearings and the bar passing through the center. The bar is machined straight and it passes through. And out here we've got a holding tool that fits in to our flange end. It fits into our flange end, holds it all straight. So I've used that to hold it straight while I tacked on each end. Then from there we added the spring perches. Right now the differential is upside down, but I think you can still see that they are in fact tilted this way. In relation to the leaf springs, it should be 4 degrees on a B body. Also, you can see that this tube on this side is longer. This is the driver's side tube, and it is about 1.4 inches longer than the passenger side, and that is also a factory Mopar thing. I can make these tubes whatever length I want. If I was making one for a race car and it had to be shorter, I have another housing down there. I haven't got a project for that yet, but it ended up being shorter. So in any case, this one is going to go in a B body Dodge, and it will appear factory, other than it will not have a pinion snubber. I set up the gears, put the brakes on, deliver it to the guy. Awesome race housing. They cost between $3 and $4 grand by the time you're done, if you put all new stuff in it, new axles and disc brakes and so on. So it gets a little pricey, but indestructible, stronger than a 9-inch. Yeah, I said stronger than a 9-inch because it is stronger than a 9-inch. You can't pop the gears in and out in 20 minutes like you can on a 9-inch, but you should be able to figure out what gears you want ahead of time. That's not something I do on a daily basis, and I don't think very many people do. So, yeah, stay tuned.